Hello, and this is Mr. Lathan. Going to give you a brief tour of your online uh, electronic book or your ebook. It's from Holt McDougall, and the site that you will need to visit is my.hrw.com. Once you type in that in your URL, you'll get a screen that looks like the one that you see now. And it'll say, "Welcome to McDougall Online." Yeah, I'm going to try to keep that little red dot in the right place so you will be able to keep up with me as I'm showing you different components of your book. Um, Please pay attention to some specific areas, and I'll tell you. And you can even timestamp them or remember the time component so you can go back in and find these specific things. So as you see, I have a username, and it's a generic one that I kind of created just so we could do this little demo. And I have created a password. So I click login. A little bit more work than I wanted it to be, but we're logging in. Once you log in, you will see 3 books. Well, probably 4. Let's see if there are 4. No, just 3. You'll see an Algebra 1 book, Algebra 2, and a Geometry book. Because Math 2 incorporates all 3 areas, you will have access to all 3 books. So the first thing you would do when you go online, depending upon where it is or what you're doing, note that your phones can access the ebook. If you have an iPhone, and that may be a later video, I'm not sure yet, we'll do one. If you have an iPhone, you'll need to download Puffin so that you can open your ebook, which uses Flash, on your Apple device. Also, that works if you have an iPad or an iPod. But anyway, the first thing I want you to do is look at your Algebra 1 book, and then I want you to go to online textbook. And you see I just clicked that. There's our little red friend flying over the screen. All right, and this is the wonderful thing about this book. That's why I want to take the time to go over it with you. The thing about this book, and I'm just going to take that off for a while because that's annoying me. The thing about this book is it'll take you, it's just like reading a regular textbook. The difference is it's electronic and it's accessible on all of your mobile devices. Okay, so the first thing I want you to do is just go through your different chapters. You can look at book pages, and you see I just clicked that upper left corner, and it's going to take me to chapter 1. And chapter 1 is equations. And as you see, it comes up with all of the information that I will see in chapter 1. And I can go to any specific page in the book that I want to by simply typing in the page number, and I'll use my little red thing again, by typing in the page number right here, or I can just click next right here and let it take me to the very next page. So we're going to go next and see what the next page looks like. And again, remember that if you're on an Apple device, you would need to use Puffin browser or any sort of browser that allows you to see Flash. All right, so this just tells you what you need to have or what you need to be able to do in order to get through this chapter or this unit safely. And I'm going to go up. Well, I went down, go up, and you can see the things that are on this unit, or the things that you'll need to know to safely navigate this unit. Okay? Now, I'm not going to go through everything, but that was something I wanted you to see. You will have an Are You Ready or a pre-test before every unit. The good thing about the pre-test is this. It shows you your areas of concern. So it'll give you something to do. It'll teach you how to do whatever it is that you're lacking. So don't worry about not doing well on a pretest. Just do it. Just put your best foot forward. Now, I just clicked student resources, and I want everybody to see this. Mom, dad, all of your siblings. You can even let your brother or sister, if they're in high school or even middle school, use your login and, look at some of these videos. So again, this takes me to all the resources for chapter 1. Now, remember, I logged in as a student, so what you're seeing is exactly what you would see as a student. And if I click on lesson 1, it gives me an interactive practice quiz, practice B. It gives me all the things that I could use to help me, and it gives me a ready to go on intervention and enrichment that I can also take. And that is interesting, because if you're struggling with something, you can take it upon yourself to go back and look at some of those ready to go ons, and they'll help you. So I'm going to close that up. It's kind of slow. And then I'm going to go to videos and activities, the next tab. Some of these videos we will use in class, but I want you to look that for each section, there are at least 3 videos. So if we just left, or we just looked at section 1, so 1-1 is what we just looked at. If you notice, there are 4 videos for that section. So you can go in, and if what we left out in the, or if we did something in the classroom that you didn't quite understand, you can go back, look at the video, and get a deeper understanding. Now, all of my lesson plans, all of my PowerPoints, anything that I use in class will be accessible via our Google Classroom or on my webpage. All you have to do is go look at the different units. So if we were in Unit 1, everything for Unit 1 on my webpage would be in that folder. So you could open up, if you were out that day, you could look at the PowerPoint. If I didn't use a video in class, there will be no video there. But if I used the video in class, there will be a video there. So it'll be on my webpage, and it would also be in our Google Classroom, where you can interact with all of your classmates. So there's no reason for you to be lacking work or not know where we are if you're out for any day, or if you're going to be out for a prolonged period of time. You can keep up as long as you have access to Wi-Fi. All right. So that is a bit of about this book. Now we're going to go back to where it says whole online learning at the very top. And let me show you where that is so I don't look crazy. I'm going up to the top, go up to the top, my little red friend. Right there is where I'm talking about. You click on that, get rid of the red friend. Click on that, and it's going to take us back to where we started from when we logged on, right here. And this is very important. After we go to our online book, if you don't need your online book, typically what we will need when we log into our book is to view assignments. So when I click view assignments, and I just did that for, again, the Algebra 1 book, it will show me here any assignments that I have to do and what book it'll be in. So it will always show me all of my assignments regardless of what book I'm in. So for you, when you log in, if you have a test, you would see it here unless it is out of the due date. If I give you a test, and typically what will happen when you have a test, it will be, you will have a week to do the test unless you're out that week. If you're out, then I will open the test back up for you exclusively. But for everyone who's there, they have a week. And what that week means is that you have up to 4 opportunities to take the test. The only time you have taken in class is the Wednesday, but after that, you may take that test at home, during lunch, retest. It'll recycle. You won't see the same questions in the same order, but you will have an opportunity to retest up to 4 times, depending upon the nature of your absence. It could even extend to maybe 5 or 6, again, depending upon the nature of your situation. but this is what you have right here. So I want you to mark this. This is at minute 10. You need to go back, if you need to go back in and look at what you need to do and how you need to access your tests and quizzes, because now what you're going to have to do upon the completion of you're watching this video is look at the link that is going to appear directly below the video on my webpage, and then get your username and ID, log into your book, and take your first pretest. Again, welcome to Math 2 and the world of mathematics with Mr. Lathan here at Overhills High School. OHS, opportunity happens strategically. Thank you.